Hello everyone, so this is Lisa. Hopefully you can see my screen. I think you can. I haven't really done a screen recording in a while, but or like this type of format of a video. So usually when I screen record, I game. So I'm recording from my iPhone. That's what I do with most of my YouTube videos. But today I decided, because it's Christmas break and I'm done with the semester, I just want to do some more chill videos and just try with some other YouTube ideas, try to experiment. And so I thought it was a good idea to do a couple. So I have an app on my phone. By the way, for anyone who's new, my name is Lisa Jet, or Lisa Wellness. That's my YouTube channel, so welcome. But so on my YouTube channel, how I edit my videos is by doing a lot of drawings, paintings, and just kind of putting them in a collage format. If anyone has watched my videos or is a recurrent viewer, and so I thought it would be an interesting idea. I've never really seen anyone do it on YouTube. But is kind of, or at least this type of idea is to show you some pictures that I would use for my YouTube, but make it into a challenge format. So I'm gonna do right now I've been drawing this painting, and I'm probably going to, which I screenshot most of my pictures, I'm going to I'm going to finish this painting and then do some other drawings, maybe 2 more drawings, and kind of do and just kind of draw for you guys and kind of show you the pictures that I would use, and kind of almost make it into a challenge format, and also do kind of Q&A and talk to you guys a little more. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of what I thought would be a good YouTube idea, and would be a cool video concept. So, but obviously you'll kind of understand more when we get more into the video. So I hope that explanation makes sense, but I think you'll get more of an understanding when you watch the video. So let's get into it. So yeah, I didn't finish this painting. I wanted to make a completely new drawing, but it was well, I've been drawing this painting for a while, so why not put it in this video. So yeah, and I don't know how long this recording is going to be, but it shouldn't be too long. But then again, these type of videos usually take a little bit, so yeah. Anyway, so the good thing with this app is they show you what types of colors you can use. So, and I also just love these type of apps. I don't even not even for YouTube, I just in general love drawing apps. I think they're very fun. I'm kind of boring, I guess. But yeah, so and my type of, if you've noticed, I really like to use a lot of people in my YouTubes, and a lot of fashion and food, sometimes scenery, but mostly in those categories. So that's what we're gonna do for this video. So yeah, okay, I don't know, this is my first video of making this type of idea, so definitely let me know if you guys want to see more of this. I don't know, I just thought this would be a fun YouTube idea. Okay, stop talking about this. Anyway, but yeah, so I came back from university, and now that it's Christmas break, I'm gonna try to make some videos and post it hopefully before Christmas, which this recording I am recording before Christmas, so we'll see if I can do before, probably after. I have some other stuff that I'm doing during the holidays, lots of gigs, concerts, jobs, so I'm just trying to make as many videos before I have to go back and while I'm working, because YouTube is kind of more of a hobby for me, so I just do it for fun. So, and it's just noise, and I just feel I want to entertain you guys. So yeah, but yeah, so I will make a college video, but I'm thinking about making it next semester, just to kind of recap my year. And also, I don't know, I don't really want to think about university at the moment. I want to take a break from it for a second before I have to go back, so stuff like that. But I'll definitely update you guys, and I'll kind of tell you a little bit about it in this video, but more in whenever I make my college video. So there's just a lot going on right now, and it's just easier whenever everything is like completed to like kind of tell you like what's going on. So yeah, but exciting news. I am going to be, so for my orchestra, we're going to be playing the Batman. It's 1984. I think it's like the first Batman film, but we're playing the soundtrack to it. So I was watching Batman to kind of like look through the score, and yeah, so I'm really excited for that. I'm doing that for my orchestra, and our orchestra director told us to practice before, because we would, I think it's either 2 or 3 weeks we'll have of rehearsal, because for college musicians we only really have a month to look at our music for like our ensembles, so we need as much practice as possible, if that makes sense. So yeah, and I'm trying to go a little bit quicker with this picture because I already started on it and I've kind of had this for a while, so sorry if I'm skimming a little bit. Yeah, and then after I finish this picture, then we'll kind of go through category, but I'll get to that when we get to that, and I'll kind of explain more what I'm thinking about. So yeah, anyway, so that's something fun. And I looked at my grades today, and it looks like I will pass. So that's always exciting. And yeah, I'm gonna pass. So I think I'll talk more about this in the college video, but I did switch minors this semester, and I kind of was saying, like, I was thinking about maybe double minoring just to see what I prefer, because I used to be a linguistics minor, but I don't know, I just, like, don't get me wrong, I really liked being that minor, and I thought it was really interesting, and I just don't know many people in that world, so it was really cool to do something like completely out of my realm, and like learn something like completely different. But at the same time, I just felt like I wasn't doing the best that I could in that course, and I was thinking about double minoring as well. So, and I was talking to my advisors, and then we just decided to do French, and I actually am succeeding in it. Like, I'm understanding it more, and I did French before, so like this class was a little bit easier, which is always nice. So yeah, so that's kind of what happened with that, and I'll talk more about in my college video, but that's kind of the summary of what happened this semester. Is I switched minors, and I had some drama, but we won't dwell in that because it's kind of stupid. Well, let's just say it kind of became bigger than it should have been, so yeah, I just don't want to think about it, or think about it too much, because I've noticed, like, if you think about something too much, it'll keep recurring, so I just don't want this person to recur, basically. So yeah, but anyway, also I just think the whole thing is kind of stupid personally, and I wish it didn't even happen to begin with. So yeah, so that's kind of, I guess, like, in summary for this semester was. And also, usually if you guys are not in college, or if you don't know anything about like the American schooling life or university, usually sophomore year is the hardest. So, which this semester was definitely pretty tough, although there was definitely a lot going on. So yeah, but hey, I survived it. So, and I feel like that I actually did good this semester. Not that I did bad last semester, but I just had a lot of like things, just because like I was only a freshman, so I was still new to everything. So this semester, even though it was tough, I felt like I was more secure in what I was doing, and I was better control of my studying. So yeah, that's always nice, because studying in college is, in general, is always kind of a struggle. So to figure out that pattern, that's kind of what I was like trying to figure out, and I think I'm kind of getting finally into the groove of it. So yeah, but yeah, no, I really like university, and definitely I feel like some things are easier than in high school, but then there's definitely some things that are harder, of course. But yeah, so yeah, no, I'm definitely glad that I want and that I decided to do it, because no one said I should do it, but I wanted to, so here we are. So yeah, and I just feel like I found a good community of people, so that's always a plus as well. And also like UCA, I know so many people who go to UCA, and so many people who go to UCA all say it's a great school, and it really is, and the people there are adorable, especially the people I talk to every day. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so that's kind of like a summary of it, but I'll talk more in the video. But yeah, so I'm just trying to record, because I feel like it's just because in university because I just have so much to do now. I mean, I always have a lot to do, but especially now that I'm more by myself and I'm more trying to be independent and everything, it's kind of hard to, and I'm trying to focus on my career. It's kind of hard to like record all the time. So whenever I do have like breaks or holidays, I try to record then. So that's why sometimes my posting time takes a little longer. So with this app, by the way, side note, I'll probably do an ad break. Sorry guys. If you can't find your color, you can like watch an ad. So yeah. Although I don't know, maybe it's just YouTube is so weird like with their rules, because if you show like an ad or like some sorts, like it's not like, I don't know if you guys know, or if some of you are on if you watch a lot of, if you're on the internet a lot, or if you're chronically or if you are currently online, but if you show like certain things, or if there's certain sounds, you get copyright claimed, which I've actually got copyright claimed a lot. Not a lot, but like for like some of my music videos, which I thought was really interesting. So anyway, okay, and then this is kind of just shows like how I drew, like, but time-lapse type thing. So but you guys kind of know because you watch me drew. So yep. And then afterward I would screenshot it, but I don't know how to screenshot it while recording, so I'll just screenshot it afterward. But yeah, so and then these are all the rest of the pictures, which obviously you guys have seen before. So okay, oh no, it's just me trying to figure out how to screen record again. So oh, okay, so this is all the options. So there's also Disney, which I sometimes choose. There's an Elsa picture. So let's see. There's the holidays. So we have Disney, which I feel like a lot of people like Disney. There's holidays. Oh, I like to draw horoscopes, they're fun. I haven't really drawn this in a while, so that's an option. There's food. And then there's fashion. I do like to draw fashion a lot. So, yep, there's that. There's people, which I usually do people. That's kind of like my style. There is messages, which is always fun. Fantasy can be fun. And that involves people too. There is tattoo, there is hobbies. Oh, there's marble. I always love marble. There's art. Art, though, it can get kind of detailed, which is always fun to do detailed stuff, but it just takes kind of longer. So yeah, so those are some of the options that I see that I might want to do. So I haven't really done art, to be honest. I might actually do some art. Let's do that. This looks like a cool picture to draw. Let's do that.
Oh no! What? What is it? I just finished Candy Crush Saga. I don't even think that's possible. They have like 12,000 levels. You sure you played all of them? Yes, okay, I blew through all 12,000 levels because it's free to play and you...
Okay, sorry YouTube. I do have this game, so I do not want to buy. Thank you. Okay. And yeah, there's a lot of like Asian art in this game, lots of like more anime art, and I always like doing that because it's always like really interesting. But anyway, so let's see, what can we talk about? Well, I guess, yeah, I mean, if I'm talking about anime, let's talk more about anime. So, I have been watching, I've actually finished, I finished Hunter x Hunter, because I was on that for a little bit, and then I watched Cells@Work, Work, and then Cells@Work Work Black Code, and for anyone who doesn't know about that show, it's basically Human Anatomy, which I watched during finals, which really helped a lot. No, it was really interesting. And it's interesting because the first show was like very lighthearted, really sweet, and was basically talking about like cells, like in a human body. And yeah, it makes me like cells now. And then the Black Code is kind of more darker, and so the first show talked more just kind of about like diseases and more about the human body, and it was just more educational than anything. And then the Black Code was much more like dramatic and kind of talking about this person that was going through a lot of like issues and how the body was trying to compensate for it and how like dangerous the body was getting. So that was really interesting. And now I'm on Demon Slayer, which I actually got a katana. Like, I don't know if it was before, I think it was before university, but I got a katana. Yeah, it was before. In Los Angeles at this anime shop. We were traveling, and I've never watched Demon Slayer, but I got the katana, so I feel like I needed to watch it, and I'm watching it, and it's actually pretty good. And I see it's not a huge show. I mean, it's a big show, but it's not like too bad. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, to be honest. So and it's kind of cool because they talk about demons and a lot of fun stuff, and I like the main character, so usually if I like the main character for a show, it's probably a good show. So yeah, so those are some of the animes that I'm watching. Yeah, I don't know, I if you guys have any animes that you think I should watch, definitely recommend me down below. I do not mind hearing. I really do like anime, just because how the camera, how like their camera angles and the acting and all of it. It's very soap opera at times, but I don't know. I'm kind of becoming a weeb at this point, so. But yeah, I love anime. It's so good. I don't know. I do like American shows too. Don't get me wrong, but just something about anime. It's just such a different style of media, and it's also like obviously a different culture. So to me, it's like really interesting as a language minor and as a person that's really likes culture, just to kind of see and almost like reframe your mind of, yeah, kind of like seeing from like a different perspective and reframing your mind on stuff. So I think that's like really cool, and I like that an Eastern media is becoming popular because obviously I think I've said this before, I'm Russian American, so it's really nice to like kind of watch something that I can like actually relate to, because a lot of American media I can't really relate to. Sometimes I can, but a lot of it I really can't, just because like American culture is so different than from most, like, I mean obviously all cultures have similarities, but it's just so different from most cultures, especially Russian culture. And I've noticed Asian and Russian culture are very similar, different but pretty similar, like how they think about things and how they react to things. So yeah. And also the art, I think everyone can agree that the art is just phenomenal. The people in anime just, they need to get a raise basically. Like it's very, very good. So yeah. Yeah, so that's, I guess, like TV. Now obviously I'm watching still YouTube. That's kind of like my lightheartedness. But trash TV, if you will. Call Me Chris, Charlotte Dobre, all that jazz. Oompaville, which if you guys don't watch Call Me Chris, she's like a reaction YouTuber. I like to watch a lot of reaction stuff, and so she's dating Oompaville, which he's also reaction, like also drama. He's cool. I really like him. So definitely my type of humor. So yeah. Oh, and I also watched Everywhere Everything All at Once. Oh my gosh, so good. Oh, you know what? I'm just realizing I should make a video about it, because it is a really good film, and I recommend anyone to watch it because it is really good. It's very weird, yeah. And it's definitely not for everyone, but I think it's just such a interesting I don't want to like spoil a lot of the film, especially if you like, definitely watch it before you get to this part of the video, or definitely skip over this part if you don't want to know what happens. But it's just such a interesting interpretation of kind of how this lady, she basically kind of, because like the whole premise of it is it's just kind of showing how scattered her life is and how disorganized it is and how it's everything everywhere all at once basically, and how her relationship with her daughter and her relationship with her husband and her business, and how she kind of is, I guess, essentially has fraud or might get fraud. So it's like there's a lot of like very real themes in the film that I think everyone can, or a lot of people can relate to, so for good or for worse. So, and it's done in such an interesting way that it's just kind of really cool, you know. So very weird for sure, but it's so cool. And it's not even a superhero film, it's just talking about regular people, but it's just done in such a kind of interesting way. So yeah, it is rated R, so it's definitely not for like children, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily scary. I mean, there's blood, sure, but like, I don't know, the way that it's shot and the way that they do their fight scenes and like everything, it's not really gross tech at all, in my opinion. I don't know. So if I think it's not gross tech, it's not gross tech. I can't really watch gross tech stuff, so if I can watch Everywhere Everything All at Once, I think most people could watch it. So I just think like why some people may not want to watch it is because it's just so all over the place, in a good way, but you know what I mean, because some people like can't watch something if it's too weird, so that's just another thing. So yeah. I really liked it personally, but that was just me. But I also really liked like Wes Anderson, the Wes Anderson films. So yeah, but I'm thinking, because I'm sorry, like, for me, talk therapy is kind of how I like, it's kind of my therapy basically. So if I'm talking to you, it's because I'm like just thinking aloud. But I think I might want to do like that video. Maybe I'll see if I can do it during the break, but probably afterward, just because there's some other videos I want to do. And I like, with me anyway, how I record my videos is I make a list on what I want to record and see when I want to record, and then kind of see when I can post it, and kind of make a schedule for myself on like posting and uploading, just because I have so many ideas that it's just better to kind of make a plan before I like jump the gun, you know. So I'm more of a planner than anything. So yeah, and it's always nice to be organized. So yeah, it's just funny because I watch everything all at once, everything everywhere all at once. But I like it. It's actually one of my favorite films now. It's really good. So I think I'm also just a sucker for Asian media. It's just so good, man. It's just perfection. It's weird, but it's perfect, you know? So I hope you guys like this video concept. I just never really seen this on YouTube, and I thought it would be fun. And it's nice to catch up with you guys, especially now that I'm just so everywhere. I'm just, you know, finally starting my career and finally doing things that I want to do. And yeah, I don't know, life is going, let's just say that. I'm learning, which is always a plus. It's always good to learn. So yeah, I don't know, to be honest, even though I've gone through a lot of unnecessary things, I'm glad I did, because I'm at the place where I am now. And to be honest, the things that I know now, I would, if I didn't go through the things that I went through, I would probably not know it. So, you know, but maybe that's just me trying to be positive, but that's just my opinion. Like, I just think it's good to go through some things. I mean, it's not good, but it's good to go through them because you know how to resolve them in the future, you know? And sometimes we need to go through the ugly to be good people, so, good human beings, clean human beings. So, yeah. I'd definitely recommend me some films too, if you guys want. You don't have to, but, you know. I just feel like there's so much media out there and so much going on that it's hard to like keep up with everything. And it's just interesting to see what you guys like, so I can like see your personalities and evaluate them. But anyway, sorry. I like to think deep. I like to think deeply about things. I don't know, I'm really strange. I like really deep stuff, but I also love really light stuff too. I think it just depends on my mood, to be honest. So I think that's everyone really. I mean, I know some people don't really like the deep stuff, and then I know people who do, and I know people who are kind of in the middle, like me. I think most people are in the middle, but there's always exception to the rule. But yeah. So if you've noticed, I like to start in the hair part more and kind of in the face part. I don't know why I do that. It's just like the easiest. I think it's just, for me, it's just the easiest spot. So but yeah, I did well, like before I was recording this, I went to a rehearsal today because I'm playing for church tomorrow, and then I'm playing in the evening, so that will be for Christmas Eve. And I played a wedding a day ago, so I'm just. Then my mom, she likes to make a lot of concerts because I live in a school, a music school, and she likes to make a lot of concerts like every month. So yeah, I'm just like, oof. And it's so interesting because like, it's just, our family, we really don't, like, we go to sleep really late and wake up really early, and so I always have to take naps, and that's just the only way I can really function, to be honest. But I have not been taking really a lot of naps, and even though I'm really tired, I also feel like really productive. So it's weird. It's like I want to take a nap, but I also can't. But I'm also proud I'm not taking a nap. Like, I would love to take a nap, don't get me wrong, but like I also like I'm not taking a nap because it just shows like I'm strong. And also, I don't know, with me, comment down below if you relate to this, but with me, I personally like being productive. I like feeling accomplished, but I also like to rest. So I'm like, I like to take breaks, don't get me wrong, I think everyone does, but I also like to be productive. So just trying to find that middle ground of like how to take a break, but then also how to be productive and give each thing its quality, you know? So, because when I take breaks, I feel bad afterward, you know? It's like, oh, I could have done something else, you know? But I need it sometimes, and I need that time to myself. So I think people can relate to that, especially if you're as busy as me. But I don't know, comment down below what you think about that. So sorry, I'm talking out loud. So, oh, I completely forgot. I might actually do this for the break, but this is another YouTube idea. So basically, I should have, I'm thinking about it now, I should have thought of this earlier, and I wanted to make this YouTube idea, but I forgot for some reason. So I'll see if I can do it. I don't know. I also kind of made a schedule for myself, and like, because I have to like, I made a schedule basically where I would practice like 2 hours harp, 3 hours violin, I would do French, an hour computer, an hour of piano, and then I would like do like YouTube and other extra stuff. But the thing is just like I have other stuff with that, like I have to teach, and I like to do yoga, and I'm having these concerts, and like other people always like to like interrupt me and talk to me, which is great, don't get me wrong, but it's just there's just so much to do in the day, and I have just so much to do that it's hard to like do everything I want to do. So I don't know if I'll have time. I'll try. I'm even surprised I'm making this video right now, to be honest, but I'm really glad because I really did need to make this video. But I don't know, we'll see. It might have to be after Christmas. I'll try to do it before New Year's if possible. But basically, I'm a huge Hunger Games fan. I think you guys know if you watched my first Hunger Games video, and I wanted to make like an update to it, but I just didn't know who else to like make. Also, there's not much storyline with a lot of the side characters in Hunger Games, or at least their background. But there's a new film out, which I think you guys know, and so basically it's a Ballad of Songbirds, and it's talking about the president. And I really wanted to make the video because I watched the film and I really liked the film. I thought it was really well done, and it was really good how, so the film was in parts, I think it was in 3 parts, and so I liked how they did like the parts, and it was just like a lot of the films that are going on right now, this is one of the best films right now. I mean, it's not one of the best films, there's definitely a good film, there's other good films too, but because I'm a Hunger Game fan, I really liked it, and I liked how they did it, especially because if you guys know, like a lot of these films that were like made for a book, like, you know, a book makes a story and then a film kind of interprets it, it always kind of falls flat. Not all the time, but sometimes, most of the time. And anyway, this film, and I'll talk more about it in the video whenever I get a chance to make it, because I also have some other ideas. I just think like how it was done, how it was shot, like just everything, it was just chef's kiss. And like, it's definitely not humorous whatsoever. If you guys watch it, you know what I'm talking about, but it's not humorous at all. But it's still really good, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know, if you're a big Hunger Game fan, you would definitely like this film. It's definitely, but you would have to read the books first, because there's a lot of things into it that you would need to know, like references and everything. So, but yeah, no, I just really like, I also love, especially now that I'm getting older and just of the films nowadays, I like when a film has like good camera work and artistic camera work, because it just makes the film so much more like a film. Because essentially a film, I don't know if you guys agree with me, but essentially a film is art. It's not really about like politics or about like education. I mean, it can be, but you know what I mean, like it's essentially art, and how it's being used now, I wouldn't really call it art, to be honest. So when I see a film that's done really artistically, I'm just like, oh my god, it's the best thing. It's the best thing ever. So yeah, that's kind of how I am. I'm also kind of a film geek, and I love film, and it's just, I think like if you can make a film, basically my thing is, if you can make a film artistic and do it and execute it well, that is a good film. That's kind of my interpretation. It's like, yeah, maybe the story is garbage, or maybe this and this and this and this. Like, obviously you want to have a good story, but it also has to present well. And I think that's why I really got excited with the Wes Anderson film, is because it's just you know, like it's just so like how it was presented, and like just the idea to it, it's just it was just so good. It's hard to explain. Like, you would have to watch it and watch my video to really understand why I'm kind of ravaging about it. But it's one of those things where it's just like, how did mankind create something this magical, you know? It feels not real. It feels like a fantasy almost, if that makes sense. Like, it's so good. It's so good. So, yeah. Oh, I just absolutely love that film. It's one of my favorite films. And The Circle was really good. And yeah, so that's kind of my thing about films and about all of it. So, and I thought it was interesting that, if you guys don't know about Maddie Ziegler, she was supposed to be the new Snow White, but she kind of made headlines of like saying like, oh, like it's not 1973 anymore, like we're trying to make a modern Snow White. And I'm not trying to get like too political here. I mean, I did kind of make the Barbie video, but I don't know. I just think like what's happening right now is just different people not wanting to listen to each other and thinking they're right. And I don't know, man. I think if you want to talk about politics, you have to understand that, because essentially Snow White is a fantasy film, okay? I'm not trying to get political here, but, and this is not really political in my opinion, but people love to make things political nowadays. But just on the safe side, and not to get demonetized, because yeah, YouTube can be fun sometimes. I think personally, some people need to understand, and I think it's just how our generation is and everything. People need to understand that not everything should be taken so seriously. And kind of like my mom was saying earlier today, like, if you don't like something, don't watch it. Like, that's it. Like, don't watch it. Like, you should not be going online and start hating on it and start death threatening and everything. It's like, yeah, okay, sure, that person messed up. That person was just, you know, mean, and that person was this and this and that, and it's just, you know, like, I get it, okay, like, I understand that, but this is still business at the end of the day, and they're still gonna make films, they're still gonna put Maddie Ziegler in it. Like, if you don't want to watch it, that's great, don't watch it. If you want to watch it, that's great, but do not start, like, hating something just because you have a different opinion on it. You know, don't go to Twitter and start talking about politics when social media and Twitter is not really supposed to be about that. It's supposed to be just having fun, you know. And also, like, Twitter should not be talking about sensitive topics of what, like, I don't know if you, like, heard about the whole, like, Luna Lovegood, the actress that plays her, situation, but I do kind of agree what she says, and the fact that, like, I feel like there's just some, like, things that social media talks about that I feel like should not really be talked about online, just because of how vulnerable, and, like, my whole thing, and obviously you guys know, is, like, I love to talk about honest and raw conversations. Like, that is my thing. That is my kind of shtick, you know. Like, I'm a very honest person. Like, I want to talk about real situations. I want to talk about things that are important in human life. But there is a right way of talking about it. And the way that people are talking about it right now is being very insensitive and very just not compassionate. And I just think if you want to talk about these type of things, you have to understand that not everyone is gonna have your opinion, and that is okay. You know, like, I have a very different political opinion than most people, or at least online, and that's okay. Like, I understand that, I get that, like, and that is totally fine, because I don't want to have a person that thinks exactly like me. Like, that's not my goal. My goal is just to have a conversation, to get to the middle ground, to understand why that person has that opinion, and then move on with my life. That is all. Like, I'm not gonna think about it after that conversation. Maybe I'll think about it a little bit, but I'm gonna move on, because that's who I am, and I think most people should be like that, you know. So that's just my thing. But I think it is interesting that she was even still in the Hunger Games film, Maddie Ziegler. But then again, she's a good actress, really. Like, I don't completely agree with everything she's done, and I think she's a little bit entitled personally. But she is still a good actress at the end of the day, and so I understand why she got this film. And it was a good film, so I'm not hating her any, but I just think some of the choices she's done, and especially during her Snow White era, are kind of questionable. And I love that Gal Gadot was in the film too. I love Gal Gadot. I love Wonder Woman, everything. She's the best. But I just think, like, it was so funny though she was even in Snow White. Like, just be Wonder Woman, okay? I mean, Gal Gadot has definitely done some interesting things too, don't get me wrong. But, hey man, she did Wonder Woman, okay? Let me live. So, I don't know. I also think, like, everyone is getting canceled, like, for absolutely nothing. I think some people should definitely be canceled that are not canceled, and then there are people that are canceled that should not be canceled, you know? And that's what I'm saying about YouTube is just so weird, because, and I don't know if you guys heard about Twitch, but apparently it's becoming like a porn site. Anyway, I don't know. YouTube just loves to monetize everything, but apparently it's a porn site now. I mean, I don't really use Twitch. If you like using Twitch, go ahead, but I don't know. It's not really my site, so I don't really care for it too much, but apparently that's going on, so I don't know. The online world is kind of going crazy right now, and it's just kind of funny and sad at the same time. So, but, yep. Anyway, so I'm gonna stop talking about it, because I just think this whole conversation and, like, what's going on online is just so redundant at this point, so, and I just don't want to get canceled because I have a different opinion, so I'm gonna stop here. Anyway, I don't know, I do want to make another picture, but it is pretty late. It's like midnight for me, and I have to wake up pretty early tomorrow, so I don't know. I'll go ahead and take a nap. But yeah, how are you guys? Like, let me know if you're like nap takers, or if you're not a nap taker. I wish I was not a nap taker, to be honest with you. Like I said, the whole, like, trying to be productive and everything, because I really like being productive. It's just I do have modes when I don't, so yeah. And how's your time management skills too? Let me know. I think that's a good conversation to have, because I feel like everyone can relate with, you know, wanting to be productive or feeling like they never have enough time. Or maybe that's just me. If that's just me, then that's me. So hopefully you guys can relate, and definitely let me know like what topics you want to talk about, and what's interesting in your life. So yeah, but I do try to be as honest as I possibly can, because I think it's a good thing to be honest. I just feel like there's so much deception lately. Also, my phone is on military time, so if it looks like 002, it actually means it's midnight, 12:02. That's how it works for people who are international and who don't know about that. So yeah, but I am getting kind of deteriorated, to be honest. I had a long day today, so this is just kind of like my detox a little bit. Because I really needed to record today, so. I don't know. I might make another picture. We'll see how I feel. I did say I wanted to make 3 pictures for this recording, but see, because I didn't record for a while, so. I want to make such a long video, but I also haven't seen or talked to you guys in a while, so I do want to try to make a longer video, I guess. I could also probably make this into parts too, if I really want to. I don't think I would really need to, but I don't know. Sorry, thinking out loud. I can make this into a series. I was actually thinking about if I can make this into a series. I mean, really, I can do anything because this is my YouTube channel. But, I do like making series, but the only thing about making series is you have to keep up with it. And sometimes I don't have time or I forget. So, which I've noticed because I've become so busy lately. I forget about stuff. So, yeah. And I think that everyone can relate with that. So, take time. Slow down. Breathe. Think before you do. So, but yeah, I hope you guys like my content and, you like how honest I am. I try to be careful, like what I say, because I know everyone has a different perspective on things, and I don't want to offend anyone, but I do want to try to make as open and compassionate community as I possibly can, especially with the times that we live in now. So, obviously be respectful in the comments section. We all got that, we're all adults. Hopefully most of us are adults anyway. So, even if you're not adults, you should still be nice to each other. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the whole reason why I made this content was during the pandemic, because it just felt like, I kind of made a YouTube channel before, but it was just more for fun. And then I started making stories, about like fairy tales and stuff like that. My mom was like, you should make a YouTube channel. And I was like, yeah, I probably should. And I don't know, I really love my YouTube channel. It's kind of like my baby. And I just want to make a space for people who, want to talk about things and want to think openly, want to be uncensored, stuff like that. So, and I mean, obviously it's hard to talk about some things because of just how everything's been run lately, but you know, just try to make it as open as I possibly can and as kind of middle ground as I possibly can, because even though I think it's important to talk about these topics, it's also important to be sensitive about, like, not sensitive like in a way of, you know, like we should be like emotional while we're talking about it, or emotional while we're talking to someone else. More sensitive in the aspect of, like, if you are talking to someone about it, choosing your words wisely and trying to kind of be compassionate when you're talking about these type of things, you know, because everyone is going through something, and we don't want to be harsh in our words and in our language. We want to make sure when we're articulating things that the person understands us and we're just trying to learn from them, because that's really what it is being human, is to constantly learn and to constantly improve and constantly be better, you know. So I might actually make a video about Beyonce too. Sorry, I'm having so many YouTube ideas because I watched the Beyonce tour, like the documentary she made. It was actually really good. And it shows like who she is as a person. So, and apparently like her husband cheated on her. And I think I actually heard about that. Something like that. I don't know. So, yeah, and kind of my thing too, why I'm so like passionate about my YouTube channel, and even though it is kind of my hobby, like, I don't know, I love creating. Like, I think creating and creation in general is just so amazing and so cool that us human beings even have a concept of art and a concept of artistic choices. Like, I think it's so interesting. And so I think, and like everything, if you really think about it, is art. Like, everything we do is artistic in some sort of way. And, you know, YouTube, like, maybe it's not an art in a traditional way, but it's still an art where it shows different things. It talks about different things. It, you know, music, dancing, like, you know, it's just a video. It's essentially a place to connect to people around you, you know, like, you may not know them, but you feel connected in a certain way because of the things you like, you know, all that. And that's why I really love YouTube, it's such a cool thing to know that, like, yeah, maybe someone lives like across the world from you, but you still have similar things that you like and you can be friends, you know. It's just such a cool thing, and to just share ideas with each other and to grow from each other and to learn from each other and to laugh with each other, you know. Like, it's all about being a person. It's all about community and growth. And I think it's really important as creators and content creators is that we share that. And even people who don't do YouTube, just any profession you do, like, it's important that we share that love and that gratitude and that enjoyment of what we do, because at the end of the day, it's not about us who's on this planet, it's about the other person. It's about sharing that enjoyment and those ideas and those beauty with people, you know. Sorry, this is my midnight self-talk. I'm sorry, like I really do feel a little delirious right now, so bear with me. I'm trying to finish this video as much as I can. So sorry, I'm just like thinking aloud. This is kind of how I process like what I make and like everything. This is kind of like my behind the scenes, if you will. It's just me talking to myself. So anyway, but yeah, I can like talk about YouTube and language and entertainment and all of that. Like that's kind of my thing. I really am very much an entertainer. I'm very much kind of my love language is helping, basically. And I just really enjoy just like sharing my love of creation and art to people, you know. Like I love like having thoughtful conversations, having like beautiful and supportive people, you know. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say. It's hard. I'm just like, it's like I don't want to think, but also I'm like with me, like I have so many. If I'm feeling tired, like I don't want to think about anything, but I also think about stuff, so that's like deep stuff. So anyway, sorry. Ugh, jeez, this video is so unhinged. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, it is like 12:14, so this might just be my last picture of the day. I think I'll say quits for this. So I might make another video of this probably later on, like next semester or something. So I might make a sequel to this, just because I don't know. I kind of like how this video turned out. Excited to share it to you guys, and yeah. And I also haven't really made like sequels in a while, so I definitely want to like keep doing that. For sure. And I think it's just fun to kind of show you behind the scenes of what I do all the time when I record. So yeah. And I do this, and to be honest, I do these on my off time, like just making like these pictures. So that's what I usually like to do, is I just like to draw pictures and then store it after a while and then use it when I need it. So Jeez, I did not realize how long this video would be, but it's okay, Glad I made this video. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Yeah, let me know how you guys are, because I really haven't talked to you in a while. I'm so sorry I left you. I'm so sorry. But, yay. Well, and also I guess you wouldn't really say it's like drama necessarily, but it's still pretty dramatic. But there's some just other things also that I'm going through. Kind of romantically, not really romantically, but I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't really want to get too much into it because it's not really an issue, it's just there's a person that I admire, and let's just say I'm kind of in a weird relationship with them. Yeah, I don't know. But comment down below how your private lives or how your lives are going, because I don't know, my life, I feel like I love my life, don't get me wrong, I love what I do, like everyone I'm around, like I thoroughly enjoy being around, but there's just some people that I've noticed that I'm surrounded, I'm just like, why am I surrounded with you again? Like, I get I have to learn this lesson, but it's like, seriously, you know, I don't know, there's just some people, I don't understand why I need to be around them. So, yeah, I don't know. And this, like, person, they're a good person. It's just, I don't know. It's just it's weird, basically. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I just try to ignore my feelings sometimes, so, which is not good, don't do that, but, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, you never university has definitely taught me a lot about myself and what I want, what I need, romantically, professionally, family-wise, so private life-wise. So I don't know. I really do enjoy my time. Oh, sorry guys. Bro is listening to something. So, but yeah, because of the break, I'm back at home. So, some around family. It's always nice. I will say we're kind of crazy sometimes, but yeah. Me too. Accomplished. I didn't realize how long this video would be for, but it's okay, it's okay. We're getting through it. I was hoping to go to bed by midnight, but it's fine, we can always go to bed by 1 a.m. I have to wake up early tomorrow too. It is okay. Oh man. Now I really love drawing and I love again creating and yeah, I mean like most of all my hobbies are because I really like it. I mean that's what a hobby is, I guess. So I don't know, I'm kind of that person where it's like if I like something I will probably do it like when I'm older, or it will just be my hobby. Like I don't know, for me I don't always like to like marketize everything I do, because especially me, I just love a lot of things, but it depends on like if I like it so much where I can make it a career, or enough to I just do it in a casual manner, you know. I think that's most people, but that's honest, I have that with me. sorry, I can't really think straight. I've never really recorded this late before either. So I'm just like, I feel quite delirious right now. And I feel like I'm not making any sense, so I hope I'm making some sense. I also recorded another video before this, so I'm also just feeling kind of woozy. But yeah, I notice I get a lot of, I don't get headaches necessarily, but like, I don't get headaches like medically speaking, but I get headaches of fatigue, if that makes sense. So yeah. And it's also because not enough sleep too. Just fun. Keep saying I'm gonna take a nap. Never do. It's okay. We're powering through. Okay, we are done. Okay, let me skip through this. Okay, I hope you guys liked that video, and yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye!